Mr. Chairman, I hope everybody's been enjoying the last few minutes because I was comfortably working in my office doing very important work. One of the things I was doing was checking votes on disaster relief. Who voted for disaster relief in Katrina, then who switched their vote and voted against disaster relief in Sandy. I was looking at who had been consistent, who had been inconsistent, who had changed their mind and who had not. Lo and behold, I start listening to this thoughtful, insightful debate on relatively mundane issues, and I start hearing people concerned about members who might have different opinions today than they once did on very simple issues like trade promotion authority, like the Ex-Im Bank, and other financial services matters that maybe for everybody else are very simple, but for me, they're kind of complicated issues. Whereas I don't necessarily think the issue of whether we do or do not help Americans who have been hit by a natural disaster as a very complicated issue. And to suggest that a member of Congress should never open their minds or change their opinion on financial services matters, to me, I guess it's very comfortable to know what you know and that you're never going to change. But I would also suggest that that's probably one of the biggest problems we have in Congress right now, is the inability, or more importantly, the unwillingness to listen to the viewpoints of other people on complicated, difficult matters. And to feel so comfortable that you are alone anointed with the ability to determine what creates and what saves American jobs. On trade, good people disagree about what is the best way to save and create American jobs. I happen to think that sending American jobs overseas is not the best way, but others disagree, and I respect them. And you know what? They might be right. Because I can't go to a book, I can't go to a professor and get a definitive answer. But I do tell you one thing, I think it's consistent to actually think that this Congress should exercise its authority, which is why I don't vote for fast track. Kind of simple. And I only came to basically say that I would encourage all members to leave your hearts and your minds open to learning new things. For God forbid changing your opinion on difficult, complicated matters. No matter how anyone thinks about me, I intend to do that. I know that some of you think that I don't, and you're welcome to your opinion, but I do. And I would actually congratulate anyone who has come to the conclusion that, you know what, a vote I made a few years ago has changed, I've changed my opinion, and I'm going to change my vote. I don't see anything wrong with that. I think that's what America wants. I don't think they want us to come to Congress hard and fast to never change, never listen, and never learn. And with that, Mr. Chairman, I would
the gentleman yield for 1 second?
Sure, I would yield to anybody who wants, because I'm open-minded.
And I am too. See, and I've changed my views as well, so I just want to say that here now. I came here this morning, and I was of the view that today was a markup for Financial Services Committee out of our subcommittee, and over the last 2 hours, my view has changed, that the committee now is on
Reclaiming my time, I appreciate the gentleman's willingness to change. I appreciate knowing for not the first time, now the second time in 2 days that you're truly open-minded.
I am.
Yesterday shocked me more.
But on a semi-serious note, since you were watching TV, there are other people who are tuning in to see what's going on. I yield to the chair of his head to remind everyone that this is a markup, and in June, I believe he can give us the date, we will actually have a hearing when everyone can discuss Ex-Im Bank, and if the chair can give us that time?
Well, as the gentleman knows, I think there's already been 2 other hearings that all members could have attended. There will be another hearing on June 3rd.
The public can tune in on June 3rd to talk about that.
Reclaiming my time, I may or may not be here because there are new things called televisions that you can watch or you can attend, whichever is appropriate for you.
The
It's not about
gentleman's
attending, it is about
Gentleman's
your
time
hearts and
has
minds open.
expired.